Put a weighing bottle on the electronic balance. Press the tare button of the electronic balance to set the reading. Pick up the weighing bottle and use a spatula to add approximately 6.63 grams of anhydrous sodium carbonate crystals to it. Put the weighing bottle and the crystals on the electronic balance. Take the reading of the balance. If it is less than 6.63 grams, pick up the weighing bottle and add the crystals bit by bit. Reweigh until just more than 6.63 grams of sodium carbonate has been added into the bottle. Tip out the solid into a beaker as much as possible. Reweigh the empty bottle accurately. Then we have to make 250 centimeters cubed of solution from the solid weighed out. Add about 100 centimeters cubed of distilled water or deionized water to the beaker containing the sodium carbonate. Stir with a glass rod until all the solid has dissolved. Now pour the solution through a filter funnel into a 250 centimeters cubed volumetric flask. Rinse the beaker with distilled water from a plastic wash bottle. Wash the glass rod and inside of the funnel too. Pour all the washing into the volumetric flask. Repeat these steps 2 or 3 times. Add more distilled water from the wash bottle to the flask to a level about 2 centimeters below the graduation mark. Then add distilled water from a dropper until the lower meniscus of the solution just rests on the graduation mark. Put the stopper in the flask. Pressing the stopper in position, invert the flask several times to mix the contents well. First of all, we have to wash a pipette. Using a pipette filler, suck sufficient water into a pipette to fill part of the bulb. Hold the pipette horizontally. Rotate it slowly so that water washes the inner wall up to the graduation mark. Allow the water to run out into the sink. Repeat these washing procedures using the sodium carbonate solution prepared. Using the pipette filler and the washed pipette, transfer 25 centimeters cubed of the sodium carbonate solution into a clean 250 centimeter cubed volumetric flask. Pour the water into the volumetric flask to a level about 2 centimeters below the graduation mark. Add distilled water from a dropper until the lower meniscus of the solution just rests on the graduation mark. Put the stopper in the flask. Pressing the stopper in position, invert the flask several times to mix the contents well. Label the volumetric flask. Put the diluted sodium carbonate solution at a safe and undisturbed place. The solution will be used in experiment 19.2 to standardize a given hydrochloric acid of unknown molarity.